Hi everyone, welcome back to the Kin's Clay channel. So in this video you're going to come with me to a market. This is the monthly market that I do at my village. So I do this at the start of every month and it's usually really fun, so I'll bring you along with me. But first I've got to do a lot of restocking because I sold quite a lot at my last market. So I need to make a lot of bits and I will show you how I do that. And then yeah, I'll take you along to the market with me and we'll see how we do.
You'll have to excuse how my voice sounds in this video because I've got a pretty bad cold. But anyway, the first thing that I needed to get done was our little ghosties. This is how I make their bodies. They're like a little ghosty blob shape, and then I stick on their tiny little arms. Then I'm just getting through all their little bodies first before I put their accessories on. As you can see in the back, I've got quite a lot of ghosts already made, so I'm not making too many right now. Once I've finished with all their bodies, I use a little dotting tool to make their tiny little mouths. Now it's time for my favourite part, putting their cute little accessories on. I usually try and just look at the stock that I already have and try making different accessories with a different range of colours so that I've got a bit of everything. And these are the ones that I've made now. They don't have eyes on at the minute because the eyes that I use actually will melt in the oven, so I have to super glue them on after they're baked. So next up I decided to make some more of our little duckies. These are actually my newest item on the shop, so I didn't make too many of them because I wasn't sure how they were going to do at markets. My best sellers at markets though are usually octopus and turtles, and I think these are quite similar to them, so I'm hoping they'll do well. These are the 4 that I made. I love the little froggy hat ones. Next up is some more top hat snakes. These usually don't sell as well as my turtles and stuff at markets, but I really enjoy making them, so I always make more than I need. It's just fun to swirl all different colours around and just try different colours together. And they have such cute little smiles, and the little tiny hats are just really fun to do. That's what I'm doing here. As you can see, I have to make the hats so tiny. They're a little bit fiddly, but I love how they turn out. They're just so tiny. This part is usually quite fiddly though, making all the individual little hats and making sure they all fit on their heads. Here are all the snakes that I did on this day. I usually always end up using translucent clay or gemstone clay when I'm making things with colour because it's my favourite kind of clay to use. This is everything ready to go in the oven, and then the pieces that I've actually used translucent clay for will be a slightly different colour when they come out of the oven. As you can see here, some of the colours are a little bit different, and I just love that about translucent clay. Once the ghosties have all cooled down from being in the oven, it's time to stick their eyes on. This is the worst part because it's always so tricky to not get super glue all over myself. But here are the finished ones. I always make quite a few of the little cat ones because I think they're so cute. I really love this pink that I used on the hat though. When it went in the oven it was a really light kind of pink, and now it's like a translucent rose gold. This was the next day and now I'm working on a new batch of turtles. I make all of the bodies first and then I move on to all the shells. Like I said, these are one of my better sellers, so I try to make quite a lot of these. Again, like with the other ones, I try and just make a big range of different colours, and some of them are swirled ones, some of them are just plain, so I try and just mix and match and have a good few. Then I'm just sticking their little heads and the little eyes on. Here's this batch ready to be baked. Again, I used a lot of translucent colours here, so these will change colour a bit in the oven. That pink one is made out of that really nice rose gold one, so I'm excited to see how that'll look. And now it's time for the snails, which even though they're so tiny, are actually really popular at this market, so I'm making sure to have a few of those on hand. These do usually take a while though because they're so tiny and fiddly, but look at them, they all have little different faces and expressions. I just love them. Again, I try and have a big range of colours so that people can pick and choose their favourite colours, and that's them. I realised that I didn't actually have any peak earrings or pea rings, so I made a couple of those because people seem to really like these too. They are super cute. I also didn't have any of our ghost bottles left, but I didn't have any finished ones to show you a picture of, so this is a little video of them in action. They're super cool, they glow really bright in the dark, they kind of look like they're floating. So I made up a few more of those, and then I moved on to our worry stones. I like these two because I can just mix whatever colours I want together, and they end up looking super cute. And this is them ready to go in the oven. Then this is them fresh out of the oven, and that was actually everything done. That was all my prep, all my restocking, and now we're on to the actual market day. Here we are all ready. I always like to try and wear one of my own earrings when I go to market, so today I picked these strawberry ones. Then we got everything loaded into the car. My sister was actually coming with me to this one, which was good because I had some help. We got there and then started to set up. I had to change up my setup a little bit today because I have so many crystal dragons that I didn't have room for them in their usual place, so I had to change things up a little bit. This is the part that takes the most time setting up. I have these adorable little shelves where I put all the little mini things, the turtles, the snails, snakes and ghosts. The snails are definitely the most annoying to set up though, because the shelves aren't very stable, so any movement and the snails will fall over, which is a bit annoying, so they take quite a while to set up. I just wanted to point out that if you've bought from us on Etsy and you see here that the prices are a lot lower at my markets, that's because I don't have to pay for postage, and also Etsy does like to take a lot of fees off. So even though they're more expensive on Etsy, it works out at me getting the same amount of money I would get as if I sold the same thing at a market, basically. It was really good to have my sister here as well because she recorded this for me, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to, there wasn't enough room. I might end up having to hire as a Kinsclay camera woman, who knows? Even though they take forever to set up, the shelves are my absolute favourite part of my setup, and I don't think that'll ever change because everything just looks so cute together. This is a little tour of the whole table. Obviously I've got my Lucky Dip octopus bags, and fun fact if you didn't know, my mum actually makes the octopus, that's the only thing that I don't make. And the worry stones are here too, these are usually a good seller. Duckies are there for the first time, and a mystery bag of course. Lots of earrings, but these usually don't sell too well, so I don't have too many of them. And of course all of the dragons. And some little bits like the strawberry earrings, the key rings, the foam charms are just dotted around, and the little ghosties are all the way up there. It wasn't too busy at this one. I think it was because it was a really hot day, so most people had, gone on day trips and stuff. My sister bought this necklace from these guys called Conch Cove, who are really lovely. I bought my sea glass necklace from them too that I'm always wearing. Mine's green, but Libby got this little white and brown one. There's always two sections to these craft fairs, so here I'm going out to check out what's happening in the other building. There wasn't too much up there, but I found this stall that was selling hand-painted rocks that they'd taken from landfill sites, and I thought it was so cute, so I got this little moth stone. This is the stall that I always buy my crystals for my crystal dragons. They're so amazing. They're called Eleanor's Little Gems, and obviously I got loads more crystals in stock from this date, so I'll show you what I got at the end of the video. Libby got this beautiful green little crystal bracelet from them too. And that was pretty much it. It was quite a good day. We did pretty well. It doesn't look like too much is sold in these videos, apart from you can see we definitely need a restock of octopus. So I'm going to recap how the market went now while I'm showing these little crystals that I got. It was very quiet, but I ended up making the same amount of money that I usually make at this market, so I was still happy about that. Our best sellers were definitely the ducks. I think we sold about half of them, which was amazing. Obviously next time I'm going to bring a lot more of them because I know that people really like them. We sold quite a few turtles and octopus like usual. I sold one crystal dragon. I know I sold at least one snake and a worry stone as well, and also a snail, I think, or a couple of snails, but again it was mainly the octopus and turtles that were the big main ones. How gorgeous are all these crystals though? I can't help myself, I buy so many of them. I'm thinking of doing a 24-hour challenge where I try and make as many dragons as I can in a day to get through all of these crystals, because these aren't even all of them, I still have loads left. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for coming to the market with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any more video ideas, just let me know in the comments and I'll try and get around to them. So thank you for watching.